Before I begin, quick disclaimer, anything I say in relation to my feelings on the situation are solely my opinion, and if you disagree, that is perfectly fine. We can discuss our differences peacefully. I am not trying to start any war. Are we good? Good. Okay, now on to the video. Yo, what is up, dudes, dudettes, and everything in between? I'm Reyes, host of Let's Talk, the series where I expose people for their wrongdoings and make cringy-ass jokes in the process. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've definitely heard the name 27DDE. Hell, even I've heard of him, and I'm about as in touch with the kids as my dad, who still uses the words hip and what's shaking. I also should have never taught him what spill of the tea meant, because now he unironically uses it any chance he gets. Anyway, if you somehow have not heard of that user, you're in luck, because today I will be explaining who he is and the fucked up shit he has done. Again, my take is just my opinion, and I will not bash anybody who disagrees, as long as it's not Jester, but I bash him for everything, and it's completely unrelated. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. I'm still in bed at 10 and work again at 8.
In case you are not aware of who 27DDE is, they're a content creator from France, unless he's lying about his location, that primarily makes memes and variations of Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny and canny. Starting their channel on February 18th, 2021, they have racked up over 15 million views and currently sit at 28.2 thousand subscribers. Now, I'd like to know how a guy who does what he does and does what the kids call pulling a logi has more subscribers than me, a 16-year-old with controversial opinions who can be kind of toxic. Okay, maybe I see why. Anyways, over the course of 2 years, he has gained quite a following and made a name for himself in the community, but has recently been at the center of controversy for his secrets being exposed by Jester, a bite system. You know, the guy that asked a 12-year-old girl for nudes. And he's 15 or 16. Maybe not full-on pedophilia, but it's still fucking gross. And at the time I'm writing this script, it's 2 a.m. and I have a headache, so if I sound more stupid than usual, that's why. I guess I had an epiphany to make this video. I woke up and was like, I can't sleep, so I guess we're doing this. Anyway, onto the rabbit hole of fetishes, logi, AI, not so great apologies, and a fan base that has quickly crumbled beneath him. I would say half-assed apologies, but I have a few friends who forgave this dude, so I don't want to upset them. So again, my opinion, yours isn't any less valid. Okay, now on to the shit that he has done. So I guess we'll be starting with the most important one, or the one that people have been discussing the most, and that's his apparent foot fetish. Him and Dan Schneider have something in common. Back in 2021, according to him, he used Discord bots to see the video game character Cuphead's feet and said some really gross, disgusting things. I have never understood foot fetishes. They're fucking feet. That's gross. You don't know where they've been. He also said some other sexual stuff, like, this. Ew. He also asked on Reddit if AI had a foot fetish, so he could see AI feet. Speaking of Reddit, I messaged him on there to see if he'd be willing to answer a couple of questions, so we'll cover that at the end of this video if he ever responds.
He never did respond. Legend states that Riz was left unread. like the little bitch she is.
He also stated on Reddit in a group called SubSimGPT2 Interactive that he baited on his fish and then ate it. The hell? In his recommended, there was also a sexual video of the girlfriend in Friday Night Funkin' in Minecraft, and he acted like he hated it. I don't know if he knows this, but your recommended is based off of what you've watched before, so... I also made the mistake of looking through several of his Reddit comments and posts, and that was a mistake, a huge mistake. But here's a little compilation of that. I am so sorry. He's threatened to harm people, use both Logi and Mijo games for shout-outs, and ruined his relationship with both of them, but especially with Logi, who he supposedly used in other ways. Now, after he was caught, he did what any YouTuber does and made a half-assed apology. 2, actually. My take is that he hasn't apologized because he's sorry, but because he got caught. He did upload 2 apologies, but they seemed very forced and rushed to me. On his second apology, the comments are turned off, probably because of all the hate he's been getting. After the 2 videos, he posted 2 community posts, one saying he was going on a hiatus to become a better person, and the other was asking what he should do for his fan base to forgive him, which, if that sounds familiar, it's because it is. That's the same phrase Logi uses 24/7. Now, if I were caught in a controversy and it was my fault, this is what I would do. Make an unscripted video showing my face and sincerely apologize for whatever I did. If the response from you all was positive and you gave me another chance, I'd thank everyone and stay. If the response was negative, I'd go on a break. Honestly, if I were to be in a controversy that was my fault, it would most likely be for roasting someone and causing a war. I wouldn't harm anyone who's innocent, but if the purge were a real thing, I'd know my targets. Just our makeup. Why don't I forgive him? Well, he posted a few apologies. Why am I denying it, right? Well, it could very well be my trust issues talking, but he was doing these things up until he got caught, meaning he probably wouldn't have stopped had he not been exposed. I do believe that people can change, but until he proves me wrong, I won't believe it. For me to believe you're a changed person, you're gonna have to actually show me that it's true, otherwise your words are just empty. I genuinely think that he does need help. That isn't a joke. I think he needs professional help because I don't think he can do it alone. 27DDE, if you're somehow watching this, I hope you find the help that you need so you don't continue to do this because your actions have been disgusting and I do not support you. Please seek help. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. If you want to see more of my content or knee slap content, consider subscribing if you like. Anyway, I love you all, stay safe, and never let anybody take your crown.